guys, it's Ash from Elevate My Faith, and today I'm going to be going over my second trimester recap. I can't believe it's already here. Just felt like I did my first trimester recap, and now I'm already in the third trimester as I'm filming this, so that's crazy to think about, and it's just definitely flying by. This whole summer, is flying by. I can't believe it's already, mid-August by the time I'm filming this, so crazy to think about. So I tried to write down all that happened this trimester the best I could. I didn't really keep track along the way, kind of just had to remember at the end, so hopefully I include everything. But for the first week or two of my second trimester, I was still throwing up in the morning if I coughed or like something triggered it like that. So I was no longer just throwing up just throw up, but if I did cough, I would definitely still throw up whenever I ate that morning. But then after those first weeks, that I have not thrown up since, so that's been just so nice. And then next was the pregnancy brain. I still had that, and the forgetfulness. I know that happened in my first trimester, and it definitely carried over into this trimester, so I'm just expecting it the whole time while I'm pregnant, probably. I did notice I felt most like myself compared to the first trimester. I definitely, not 100% like myself, but definitely, the most, definitely compared to the first trimester with being, just sick and nauseous, throwing up. For this one, I definitely felt more like myself after the morning sickness went away those first few weeks in the second trimester. But then towards the end of the second trimester, of course, I started getting more emotional, mood swings, and stressed about things easier. So then I kind of didn't feel like myself anymore. So it was just this sweet little relief for a few weeks. And then now it's I'm a lot more emotional than I usually would be. Because I'm also stressed about the glucose test. I took that 2 weeks ago or so. I can't remember now. And I failed the 1 hour test, and I was a little upset because I got a score of 139, and their cutoff was 135, but my friend's score, her cutoff at the test she took at the hospital she went to was 139, so I technically would have passed if I would have went there. So I was just a little upset, I didn't pass, because I feel like I technically did. So now I have to do the 3 hour test this week, and try not to get stressed about it, because I definitely hate getting my blood drawn. It's one of the few medical things that freaks me out and can make me freak out. And I definitely felt like I would have threw up with the 1 hour glucose test if I didn't eat that morning. And now I definitely can't eat the morning of this test, so I'm just afraid I'm going to throw up and then have to keep retaking the test or something. So trying not to get stressed and worried about that, but it's just definitely been a stressor in this second trimester for me, going into the third trimester for sure. So yeah, definitely a lot more mood swings towards the end of the second trimester, I think because of some of the stressors, medical bills and the glucose tests and all of that. In the very last week of the second trimester, I got more anxiety and depression because of the overthinking and the stress and stuff like that. So I'm trying to keep that under in check, I guess, per se. And going from there. So definitely a lot going on emotionally, mentally for me towards the end of this trimester. And I also have been feeling kicks a lot more from the baby. It's kind of bittersweet, because it's nice to feel them. I'm also getting a little freaked out how intense they're getting, and they're only going to get more intense in the last 3 months. And I think that's another thing that's kind of making my emotional state spirals, knowing the last 3 months are here already, and I'm just gonna start getting ready for the birth, and just all the first of my, pregnancy and labor is just unknown right now. So it's and I'm such a planner, so not knowing what's going to happen, it definitely can stress me out too. And I think another reason I'm so emotional towards the end of the second trimester, going to the third now. A lot to take in and go on about with it. So yeah, I might reach out to a counselor support group if I feel like my mental state is still kind of all over the place the following week or so. We'll see. But luckily I'll also be taking some baby classes, so hopefully that'll make me feel more prepared in the third trimester. So I'll definitely update you guys on that for the third trimester recap, whenever that'll be, because the baby will be here after that one. So that's crazy to think about. And then spiritually, it's definitely been harder for me to get into the word and stuff because of all these worries and the drama of my mental and emotional state. Which was disappointing, because I thought, okay, once I get past the morning sickness, I'll get back into the groove. And I was at the beginning of the second trimester, beginning to mid, like I said, that was when I was most like myself after the throwing up went away. But now I kind of just got back into this spiritual slump again. So I definitely want to get out of that. So I know I need to lean on God more and not worry and stress so much and get all emotional, which is easier said than done as a pregnant lady, in my opinion. So I guess I just kind of want to reassure, like, soon to be pregnant women and stuff like that, or people planning to try to be pregnant, like it's okay if you are emotional at any point in the pregnancy. Like, I just expect it, you know, your hormones are all over the place. But yeah, definitely still try to lean on God through it all and not get too upset or distanced like I can through like some of the craziness going on with me emotionally, mentally. But I think that's all the symptoms I have to share. Like I said, it's just more emotional and mental this time instead of like physical, like the first trimester was. So it's like physical and emotional, mental, and then who knows what the third trimester will bring. So I'll definitely got to keep you guys up to date on that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.